Hello there and welcome to Hobby Crisis. If you spent more than 5 minutes on YouTube looking for painting guides, you also know there are thousands of how to paint videos out there. I've been painting for a little over a year now, and I've been watching over 100 painting videos. I wanted to have a look at some painting guides, see what's easy to follow, and see how good the channel is to convey their painting tips and tricks. I'll be using their methods and see how much is down to my base skill. And without further ado, let's get started. For this video I'm going to have a look at Midwinter Minis Speed Painting Ultramarines. I'll have a link in the description for his video below. Go have a look, it's really great. I started out with a base prime and zenithal highlighted mini, so we can jump straight into the painting part. I started out painting with a light blue grey. Remember to put it on in 2 thin coats so you don't clog up all the details. When you follow a painting guide you don't need to use the same paints. Make up your own colour scheme, have fun with it, but it can be easier the first couple of times if you do. For the next step I'll take black wash and mix in my blue paint. And remember to get it into all the nooks and crannies, because this is what's going to help you create your shadows. The other important part of this step is not to let the wash pool on the flat areas. And after this you use a sponge to tap the whole mini with your base color. I must say I really like the outcome of this, love the dusty look of it. And of course you can't do a speed painting job without dry brushing at all. All you need to do here is take your blue base paint, mix in a tiny bit of white and brush over the whole mini. And after all the blue is done, it's time to paint the trim. I use GW's Balthasar Gold. And when you start painting your trim, have your blue paint ready. Chances are you will make a painting boo-boo. No problem, just use your blue paint to fix it up. Oh yeah, remember these guys have cool weapons, chainsaws and bolt guns and bolt rifles. I use a dark grey to paint all these parts along with all the joints on the mini. And remember, if you make a mistake, don't fix this straight away. Get one colour done and then you can fix the other one afterwards. And of course the more careful you are now, the less cleanup there is after. For the leather you can use whatever brown you have to paint the ammo pouch and gun holsters. And remember to have a good look around at the mini. They can have these pouches on the front, the back and the sides, so don't miss them. And now for the part most of us dread, painting the eyes. I must say I love the way Guy calls these small ribbons participation awards. Now it's time to go around taking all the metal parts and the black parts and give them a wash. After the metal parts you also go over the pouches and the ribbons. For the next part we come into here, I did cheat a little bit here, because this guy is the only Space Marine I have, so I don't have any water transfers at all. So I used the ones I had from Orcs, and they will do for demonstration purposes I think. There's only a few steps left and now we're going to look at highlighting. Highlighting your mini can really make it pop. When you stand 3 feet away, it's the bright spots people see, and you can do as much or as little. It's normally here you can lose a lot of time if you're simply going for the speed paint. And it's here when you're highlighting your mini, you have it up close, looking at it, and you see a lot of imperfection in your paint job. Instead of looking at it and judging it from about 2 inches away from your face, hold it out at an arm's reach, have a look at it. Can you see it there? Because on the gaming table, your opponent and you are probably more than likely going to be these 3 feet away at all time. A little quick tip here, when highlighting, do the brightest highlights up around the face or wherever you want the focal point of your mini to be. Haha, you probably thought we were done with the eyes. Now, take the tip of your brush and paint a little orange, and there we go. The Space Marine is all done. Now all we need to do is the base. I use a red and orange mix for the base just to give it that Mars look. And while that paint dries, I paint the rim of the base black. And after the top is dry, I take a khaki color and dry brush the whole top of the base. And for the very final touch, I find a small grass tuft and place it on the base. And voila, the Mini is all done. And now let's have a look and see how it holds up to Midwinter Mini's paint job. So the painting guide for Midwinter Minis, is that a guide I can follow? Yes. I would think for most beginners out there, the techniques he uses is fairly simple. It's easy to see what he does. He's straightforward. He doesn't skip much of the painting. You see most of what he do all the way, the easy part, the hard parts. If I have to rate this, I'll give it 9 out of 10. And remember, this is all my personal opinion and how the guide was for me to follow. And if you want to see more from me, please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.